Hello one and all, this is Hybridsteel. Thank you very much for joining me in today's Hydroneer video. Something a little bit different because most people are used to like my giant builds or like me explaining bits and pieces within the game. Today we are going to be doing a starter's guide. Something that I haven't seen somebody go through a lot of detail on how to start this game properly and actually how much everything is going to cost you. So, I'm going to start up a brand new game now. I'm going to be running through this game with you and basically all the gameplay is going to be recorded and it'll probably take around 3 hours to get from the start to where I need to be. So, if for all you new people out there, this is the starting lot. You get to start with a shovel, a bucket, a wash pan, and a brush, and the little lantern. Okay, so the little lantern, you have to push your left mouse button to turn on before you put it down on the floor because you can't turn it on and off whilst you're not holding it. So the big thing about this game is that first off, my wash basket and my wash bucket and my bucket itself are going to be a little bit different to yours. I'm using mods because in my builds a little bit later on, I need slightly bigger equipment. Unfortunately, that's the way it should be. So that you can get the mods from the Discord. I will link it in the description box right now, and you guys can go there, have a chat with the community, and get hold of the mods. So first off, fill up your wash pan with water. For me, I like to start right in the center of the map. And what you want to do is you want to basically dig a hole, and it's going to be 4 shovelfuls per bucket. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be aiming for 10 buckets of dirt, and then from those 10 buckets of dirt we are going to basically take our earnings and then we're going to go and basically buy everything we need, or as close to everything we need as possible. One of the things we definitely need to buy is a bed, but the whole list of everything we need to buy is we need to buy 2 pans, 1 bucket, 1 bed, 5 blocks and 1 pickaxe. All in total, we need 215 Hydro coins. Now, we don't start with any, so basically you're starting from nothing to get something, and that is step number 1. Earn 215 coins. Now, the plus side to this is you can use the same wash pan over and over again. Now, you do this continuously until you've basically done 10 bucketfuls of dirt, and that's what we're going to be doing now. I'll probably fast forward this so you guys don't have to wait for me. Okay, so we're up to bucket number 10. It's the last bucket we need to do, depending on how your game reacts to you. And basically, because digging in the dirt is completely random of what you're going to get. You could either end up with an empty bucket, you can end up with more crystals, you can end up with more gems, but the premise is still the same. If you end up with 1 empty bucket, then do another one. So this is 10 buckets of dirt. We're going to take this up to the shop now and basically sell all of our nuggets, because we can't do anything with it at the moment because we haven't got the tools, and this is why we have to do this in stages. So at the moment we've been playing this game for 6 minutes. We've dug a hole, we've done 10 buckets of dirt, so you can tell how fast I'm actually sort of going for. So 169, not too bad off the actual mark, and some of that stuff we can actually get away with, but in fairness we can actually do quite a lot of stuff with 169. We're getting there very, very quickly, as a matter of fact. Actually, what I'll do is I'll dig until we got 215. So, basically, the reason why I've had to do 13 buckets and not 10 is because the game shortchanged me. Now, this does happen occasionally, and you do have to do a little bit extra, or you can be a little bit lighter. And this comes down to how you're digging, comes down to the game's physics and what it's going to give you in return. So sometimes, like a crystal, you might get a crystal instead of gold, which means you have to do an extra bucket's worth of digging. For me, I got a gem, which they're not as expensive as a bit of gold, so that's the reason why. So we got 253 or 233. So all we needed was 215. Now the reason why we need 215 is to buy the first load. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bucket back over here because I'm going to have to bring it over anyway. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all the stuff and tell you what you need to buy. And this is literally how to start the game, really. Okay, so this is the first 10 minutes in the game. First 10 minutes of the game, you want to do 10 to 15 buckets of dirt into your wash pan and get 215 gold or Hydro coins, sorry. And basically you want to buy 5 wooden blocks, 1 bed so you can skip the night phase, another bucket, 2 more wash pans, 1 for storage and the other 2 you're going to be washing in, and the pickaxe. The reason why you bought a pickaxe is because now we're going to the bottom of the lot. The reason why we're going to the bottom of the lot is we get better yields. So I need you to dig a big hole, basically. And then what you want to do is you want to start building a mini staircase. So the staircase starts at the top of the lot here, and then you're wanting to go down and down and down into the pit. Okay, so your 5th block should be the bottom of your staircase, because now you've made yourself a little hole. The best thing to do now is to make yourself a bit of a cave. And the reason why you need a cave is because you need to be able to get in and out of this thing quite quickly, because you're going to be spending a lot of time down here a little bit later on, just so you can get out of here a little bit. And it's easier to jump in and out of, so it's always best to open up a little bit of light as well. Now obviously it's going to get dark down here. Sometimes it's probably best just to open it up a little bit to give yourself a little bit more light, and that's sort of what I tend to do as well down here. So I'll just go around a couple of times, make it a little bit bigger on the top, because I'm not going to be digging this layer anymore, so I'm just going to be like, I'm going to be digging a lot of this away. Okay, so that's first stage. It's all good, right? All good, all good, all good, all good. Next stage, what we need to do is now we need to dig like a behemoth, because we need to now earn 334 gold. And the reason why is because we need an improved shovel, 1 intake pipe, and 10 straight pipes. All will be explained as we go through this. So this will take round about 5 journeys. So we're going to be doing 10 buckets down here. And the reason why we don't have to actually do as much down here is because now we're at the bottom of the lot. We're actually going to be getting bigger nuggets out the bottom of here. So money is going to be a little bit easier to earn. This is why I try and tell people, if they ask, oh, how'd you get so big in nuggets, blah, 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 are you cheating? No, literally, just run to the bottom of the lot. And I tell this to every single person who ever plays this game. Get to the bottom of the lot, you'll earn bigger and better nuggets. Now, there is even a thing where some of the nuggets you can earn by hand are actually bigger than Goliath drills. If you don't know what a Goliath drill is, I'm very sorry you haven't played the game enough. You'll get there eventually, and it's all good in the hood. But like I said, I'm gonna have, like, if one is empty, I'm gonna have to I will be doing another bucket. So we've done 9 buckets because we had an empty one. So we're gonna do 10 of these, and then that's literally all you gotta do. All you gotta do, back in, do another 2 buckets, drop back out, get them cleaned up, and then come back down. So I'm gonna get 10 done, and I will see you all in a minute. Okay, so this is buckets. Well, this is the last 2 buckets. So this would be 9 and 10 for you guys, if you're following along at home. So if you are liking these videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It means a huge amount to this channel. Because at the end of the day, we're here just trying to help. Well, I'm here trying to help. There's no we. Alright, so now what we're doing is we're going to take all our gold and our metal, and we're going to go and cash it all in. We are looking for 334 gold. Now, if we can earn 334, well, that's all good. And that basically means that we're on our target to hit the next phase of mining. Bonus 565. So we're a little bit ahead of the next one. So we got dogged up on the first pass. Now we're on the second pass. We're actually a little bit ahead, which is good. The game evens itself out. We're all right, and we've only played for 23 minutes of this game, and we're already in phase 2. It's all good. Right. Okay. So let's put that in there. So we got £580 for a pound. Right. Let's go and put my bucket back, and then from there we can talk about the next step. Let me just get my spade out. Okay, so the next phase is it's basically we're going to slightly automate our water processing. So you take your 334, in this case we got 500, which is good. First off, you want to get yourself an improved shovel, mainly because it shovels faster. You don't have to spend as much time shoveling dirt. It's all good, right? Next, then you want to buy your intake pipe. You definitely need one of these. And then you're going to need anywhere between 10 and 12 straight pipes. Now, the reason why you're going to want 10 to 12 is depending where you dug and depending where your cave is depending on how deep in you need to make the water pipe. Now, you don't have to worry about turning this into an automated pipe. This is literally just enough to give you water, so you can just automate the water supply section while you dig. So that's 5. So we need 10 of these. Well, I need 10. I mean, you can go to 11, can go to 12. That should be enough, actually. As I said, if you're digging from the center, you only need 10 to 12, depending on where you're digging. I think that's 10. Okay, so I said you need 334. There's 334. What we need to do now is to replace our shovel with the improved shovel. So now we can move our little shovel over here. take our world map and put it against the rock and make it look cool. And then we need to set up a pipe. I'll be back here in just a second. So step 2 is literally buy 10 pieces of pipe, an intake valve, and your improved shovel. That's all you need for this next step. What you want to do is you want to make sure you're putting all your pipes together in the right places. And what I mean by this is if it goes blue and it's attached, it's all good. Don't make it go red or try and fit it into another pipe. As soon as you do that, the game will crash. I literally did that just a second ago, just trying to show you what I'm doing with this. So it does happen to anybody. That's the unfortunate thing about this. So we've basically made our pipe that comes in, and now what we're going to do is we're going to use our pickaxe and we're going to basically make a big hole, and we're going to go straight down to our section at the bottom of the hole, at the bottom. We want this on bedrock, and we don't want any interference. Okay, that's what we needed to do. Now you're probably saying to yourself, but Hybrid, I need my buckets. I need to put dirt in them. No, you don't. And simple thinking is basically what you now need to do is you need to bring your 2 wash pans down to the hole and your improved spade. And that is all you're going to need. Okay, so now what you can do is you could probably bring your bed down here as well, if that's how you want to do things. Basically what you're looking to do is you're going to start opening this cave up underground. So you need to be able to sort of move things around a bit more down here and everything else. So that's the bit after all of this. First off, what we want to do is we want to put our pan under a constant drip of water, which is what we are now doing. We've got our brush and we've got our spade. We need to earn 567 Hydro coins, or basically let's round this up to 570. Now I've roughly worked this out to be about between 10 and 15 amounts of dirt, so that's what we're going to aim for now, and that's going to get us our next opening phase basically, and that's all we're going to be doing. We're going to be standing here and we're going to basically just mount up loads and loads of stuff, stick it in a barrel, and we're going to go and sell it all. So yeah, I'm going to do 15 of these and then we're going to go from there. Okay, so this was 15 shovelfuls of dirt. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and sell off all our stuff, and hopefully we'll make enough money. 688. So anywhere between 10 and 15 shovelfuls, depending on your size of nugget. So this is going to be the longest part, and it will take you around an hour or so. So we're looking at 861. That's more than what I was expecting in the first place, and what we need to do is now we're going to go through a giant shopping list of things that we're going to need. We're also going to have to expand the cave because we've got to fit quite a bit of equipment down there, but we'll go and do that now, and then I will show you how my setup's going to be, and then we can go from there. So first off, we need this bit here. We need 2 furnaces. We need 2 crucibles. Now your crucible is going to be a little bit smaller than mine because I'm using mods. If you want the mods, as I've said before, description in the there's a link in the description box below to the Hydroneer Discord, and you're able to go from the mod section there. 1 mold, 1 anvil, and 1 hammer. Also, we're going to need a grinding wheel, and we're going to need a spare box. 572 coins. That's pretty much all you're going to need. Now, like I said before, you're probably going to be looking into getting some lighting down there as well, and you know, you can add that to the cost. That's up to you. Now, I've got enough money that I can actually add a few lights down there, and it's all good. It's a new dawn. It's a new... Okay, so this is my setup, and basically it's going to be home for a little while. Now, we have spent 567 gold on the initial stuff, which is 2 furnaces, as you can see on the floor, 2 crucibles, 1 anvil, 1 mold, 1 grinding wheel, and 1 hammer. This is everything you're going to need for about an hour and a bit. And the reason why I say about an hour and a bit is you're going to be down here constantly digging until you have come to the big prize at the end. So basically from this point onwards, it is depending on what you want out of this game, or where you want to go out of this game. Okay, so if you want the next lot, which is only 960 gold, go for it. Be happy. Go and enjoy yourself. You're still going to need in a region of 6,033 gold in order to get an automated plant. Okay, so you're still going to need to raise around 7,000 to 8,000 in all. Now, if you go for the next plant up, which is 1,200, again, you're still going to need that initial 6. So I'm going to be down here until I have earned a grand total of 12,700. Now, the reason why you need 12,700 is literally you need it to buy the lot, and then you need it to buy the automated plant as well. And I'm not even joking when I say this. It's going to cost you that much money. Now, if you're quick enough and you're going to be doing this like this constantly until you've earned enough money, this should take you in a region of around an hour and a half to 2 hours. 12,700, 12,700, 12,700. Boom! 1,358. We are golden. Golden brown. Okay. I think that puts us up to about 13.5. 13,837. We're definitely good. We nearly got 14 grand. We only needed 12,633. But the plus side to only needing a certain amount is that now we've got it, we can now move. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the tractor up, and then we're going to go elsewhere. So some people are probably wondering why I'm doing this now. Why am I building a starter guide to Hydroneer? And the reason why is because I've played the game enough. And I think it's always best if you're gonna get a tutorial on how to start a game, it's always best to come from somebody who's probably got a little bit of experience in the game to start with. Now, I did right at the beginning when this game first came out, I made a video on how to start this game, and even back then I was brand new to it. So in all right, I shouldn't have made that video, but now I've played this game an excessive amount. I think I'm over 220, 230 hours now, around that. And I've built some really big machines. I've had to work out how the logistics of how all that works, and I've basically worked I've spent a long time putting things together, basically making sure that everything works, and to a point that I came up with this strategy over trying to do it so many times. And basically, I mean, this isn't the first time I've done this. This is more about, I think this is about the 3rd or 4th time that I've basically tried to make a starter's guide as quickly for everybody to follow as possible. So it takes 2.5 hours to earn enough money to go from rags to riches. You know, I mean, we've now got 12,000 or 13.5 to 14 grand's worth of Hydra coins within an hour and a half. And this is basically so we can move to the next lot, so we can move places, so we can genuinely get ourselves fully working, mostly automated. Now, I'm going to say mostly automated because there are other things you can do to automate your plant even further than what I'm going to show you. But we can go through that as we go. Now, I have done a couple of videos on like things that you can do to make your plants a little bit more productive. I've also done a video on like digging out the actual collection bay, which is a really good video to watch. It does help like getting the distance and depth and all the other stuff like into aspect as well. So there are other resources on this channel for you if you do really wish to watch them, but I'm not forcing you into it all. I'm basically just saying that if this video is good for you and you're enjoying it, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button. We're on the way, and I'm going to get to the plot, and then I'm going to buy it. I've got to find the actual amount of money first because it's in my truck somewhere. Joys. Okay, so the big plot is as you go over the snow-capped hill, you want to go down here. You want to take your first right, and then you want to take your first left, because right turn here takes you to the town, and then left takes you to the lot. Okay, so here we are at the big lot that I call home in many other playthroughs that I've played of this game. So guys, I want to say thank you very much for joining me. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have liked this video, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all other updates. I'll be back here with another Hydroneer guide video, or Hydroneer video, depending on what takes my fancy. And then from there, we'll see how things go. So thank you very much for joining me. Peace out, have fun, and enjoy everything you guys do. And if you are going to stay tuned for the next video, it will basically be how to set up a lot on this plot with the rest of the money that we earned from the last go. So yeah, guys, it's been awesome. See you later now.